Hey, we're live, actually, now. As opposed to earlier when my phone said that we were live when we weren't. But there you go. Just tweeting about Steve's fidget spinning YouTube channel that he's starting.
Fidget Pro, look at that.
That's right, first one. Eventually I'll just cover the whole table in spinners.
Please, no. Alright, we are live, a little bit late, but that's okay. Tonight, with Calimala, designed by Fabio Lopiano. It's our guest.
Yep.
Sorry, Fabio. This was another Essen release published by Blackfire Games. And we have the fancy pre-order Essen release laser cut wood first player token and laser cut wood buildings, which I think we can actually put back on the board. Because we're not using the weird shot.
It does block the images of these.
Ah, do we need the images?
For, like, the scoring?
Oh. Well, I mean, like...
For the stream.
Oh, for the stream.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, so these are the fancy buildings, and they come with these cool acrylic things, so you can put the cubes in it.
Could pop them out of the base.
Hold on, I'm on it.
Uh-oh.
No, don't do that. What? I think they're okay.
Yeah?
I think they're fine. Well, you know what we could do is we could just do this. Right? Like, why can't we just do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Sure.
I like the fact that it holds the cubes.
Yeah, that is
That's
nice.
what I like. I'm all about the cube holding. The wood-cut buildings are really cool, too. But, like, this is pretty...
Function over design.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. But I'm all about this. I'm excited about that. I have looked so many times at the Eclipse token trays from Broken Token.
Mm-hmm.
So many times. But we don't play that game enough to justify. And I
played it.
really, I like
Oh,
it. I like it.
It'd be worth play. It'd be a lot more fun 3-player than 2. I mean,
Yeah.
2 is alright, but...
We play 2-player on the app when we're deciding that we want to explore space. But, the problem with 2-player space exploring is sometimes Steve just decides he wants to attack me because there's nothing else for him to do. That doesn't go well.
Nah, that's just
Really
out.
show.
Yeah, it's weird.
They're
Let's just go with what we had.
fancy, unnecessary buildings that block the boards.
Yep. Well, but if you're sitting on the...
If you're not sitting directly above the board.
Yeah,
as most
if you're
people-
sitting
most
at an
people-
angle, it's fine.
Most people don't sit directly above the board.
This stream is sponsored by John, because this is John's copy of the game. Thank you, John.
My pleasure.
This would be our copy of the game, but John said he wanted a copy.
I
And-
stole it.
Yeah, and it's a 3-player minimum. So we were like, yeah, John, you can have it. Yeah. All right. So, because it's John's copy, John's going to teach us, which is my favorite part of John's sponsored streams. Take it away.
Sit back and relax.
Well, luckily, John gets the games.
You know what? No, that's the wrong John.
But when John gets games, John can teach games.
John got games.
John got games.
John got games.
Yeah.
John got game,
John
too.
got games.
Yeah. Also, hi, Daniel. I'm going to enjoy my wine while John teaches.
All right, so Calimala, it's a loose name. Building up the city of Florence, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a action selection area control game. So there's 3 or maybe 4 areas of the board that are important. There's the main action area. So there's 9 different actions that you can take. And I'll get into this in a little bit. There's the different areas of the board which will be fighting for area control. Different cities, different cathedrals, and different statues of art. There's the scoring. What is that? I guess it's the variable scoring. So every game's going to have a different configuration of when things are going to score. And this game takes place either over the number of rounds for us to place all of our discs, or until all of these scoring tiles are triggered. And I'll get into a little bit about how those are triggered in just a bit. So on a turn, you take one of your discs and place it in between 2 of the action spaces, and then take both of those action spaces in any order. So if I were to place here, I would get bricks and cloth, or cloth and wood.
But you don't physically take the tile.
You don't physically take the tile.
Okay.
So you place, take both actions. And then on another person's turn, if they place on top of a disc, they again take both actions, and then every disc below that disc also gets to take both actions again. So if you were to do this, you would take cloth and wood, and then I would get to take cloth and wood.
Very nice.
Yeah. If there's ever 4 discs on a spot, the bottom disc gets popped out, and that's how scoring happens. So the disc gets placed on the first available scoring marker. Everyone completes all their actions, and then at the end of that action phase, scoring will happen. And these are all majority scorings in the different areas on the board.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Apparently, Capstone has picked up this game.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
For domestic. Yeah, I'm not at all. Domestic release.
It sounds very
right
Capstone.
Yeah.
But
That
this will probably
makes
be
me
the
happy.
lightest
Of their titles?
titles.
I mean, Climbers.
Yeah.
Though they were
I haven't
publishing
played-
that under Simple Complex. You haven't played Climbers?
I've not played Climbers.
What? John! We
All
canceled
right,
this
can-
stream.
Yeah, cancel this
for-
stream.
See y'all later. Have a
Yeah.
good night.
No, I'm kidding.
Right.
But we'll play after.
Alright, so I'll talk about the 9 different actions, and I'll talk about the different areas and the scoring after that. So there's 4 actions that get you goods. And if you see on your board, I'm going to borrow your board.
That's fine.
Oh, we're not overhead.
Sorry, we can make it overhead. What do you want?
Let's go overhead.
You want overhead?
Yeah.
There, you can get overhead.
So if you look
There's a lot
on
of
player
overhead.
board, there's space for different goods. There's wood, brick, marble, and cloth. So we all start out with the ability to hold 4 of each. When you trigger a good generation action, you just take one of your cubes and place it in that spot. So if I were to do wood and cloth, I'll get 1 wood and 1 cloth.
Okay.
Easy enough. Cloth is a little special though because we all start with 1 cloth workshop, but you can build additional cloth workshops, and there's a whole conversion rate or what it takes to build different things on the left there. To build a cloth workshop, it takes 1 wood and 1 brick. So it's the building action. Put this down, give up 1 cube of wood, 1 cube of brick, and then you build a new cloth workshop. So now you have 2 cloth workshops. So when you take the cloth action, then if you have multiple workshops, you get a cube per workshop.
Oh, snaps.
So if you have all 3 workshops, you're going to generate 3 cubes of cloth.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Cloth is primarily used to deliver out to these cities. And there's 2 different types of cities. There's port cities, London, is that Barcelona and Lisbon? And then there's inland cities, which is Troyes, Bruges, Hamburg.
Okay.
So when you take let's start with delivery. So when you take the delivery action, first you look to see how many ships you have. Ships are another thing that you can build with the building action. It takes 2 to build a ship. For every ship that you have, you can deliver 1 of your cloth cubes to...
Doug Jones won!
Really?
Doug Jones won! Apparently, the chat is saying Doug Jones
Wow.
won Alabama.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. You heard it here first, folks.
Well, actually, if you're in the chat, you heard it first in the chat.
All peers, including the chat.
Yeah. I mean, we might want to still keep it somewhat apolitical, but
No.
Not in these times.
I'm sorry. If anybody follows my Twitter, they know.
Yeah.
I've been retweeting very specific. I don't say things, I just retweet.
I would argue is apolitical to be against. Or it's moral.
it is quite moral. Good old DJ.
Yep. Is it official, or is it close for a recount?
AP called it, so
Oh, okay.
doesn't.
But
I
they
think
could
it's like
still recount though.
if it's not far enough, yeah.
So
But
the
I think not
unofficial
everything is
results show more winning,
Ooh.
but there's coverage. But the AP calls
in. Yeah,
Jones.
not every news outlet gets all the results in. So like the ones that they had when they updated that.
Well, yeah. But Fox is reporting that Doug Jones has won. NBC announced that it was too close to call.
It was very close. For most of the race, a lot of the Democratic precincts hadn't reported yet, and it was tight, and then they all came.
Then they all reported last. That's fantastic. All right, sorry. Also, I wanted to say, so I was doing some research for the thumbnails because if you didn't know, for these videos, I try to put something in the background that pertains to the theme of the game. And so Calimala it's the Art de Calimala, which was the first artisan guild in Florence.
Oh.
And it was the cloth guild.
Well, there you go.
So that is why cloth is such a major part of this game.
It really is.
Is because we are representing and developing the cloth guild in Florence. So I guess with that idea, we are competing cloth merchants that belong to this guild, which is why we would deliver to various
across Europe.
Yeah. So
like in Florence or Hamburg or in Bruges.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Well, no, but we're in Florence.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is Fierzen, or I can't pronounce
Firenze.
it. I can't. Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, also Casey asked, after last stream they played Marco Polo, I went to a work party. So there's that. Anyway, let's continue with the teach.
And Steve won.
And Steve did win Marco Polo.
And we held his hostage 100 coins.
Yes,
I returned it. Yeah. Okay.
It was a bad hostage trade. I didn't give you anything. So, let's see, where was that? Oh.
You haven't left yet.
You're keeping Calimala.
we lured you back with the $1 Marco coin.
Otherwise, I would have never.
Yeah, you would never always return.
Fancy buildings sure are nice.
Let me go back to the building action. So there's 3 different things you can build. You can build your cloth workshops. You can build ships. So ships are 2 wood. Or you can build trade houses, which are wood and a brick. And trade house, there can only be 1 per city.
Mm-hmm.
So we can each have 1 in a 3-player game.
Yeah.
It's strange they don't tighten that up maybe. And the ships and the trade houses help you deliver cloth to those cities. So when you take the shipping action, for every ship that you have, you can deliver 1 cube to the same or to different cities that are port cities.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter if you have multiple workshops or not. The 3 cubes can come from 1 workshop, and you deliver them all to wherever you'd like. It doesn't have to be different. They are the same. Okay. Same is true with the trade houses. For every trade house you have, you can deliver. Let's see, actually.
Girls, would it be the evening to give you those things I bought?
Do they start with the letter C?
They do start with the letter C. Would you like one? Okay. The secret to the dogs behaving is
a combination of bribery and distraction.
What your kids do.
Yeah.
Normally I just toss Z outside, but she can't go outside.
Yeah. There are certain things that interest her.
This is made in the U.S. with love.
Hey?
See, this is what we need the puppy cam for.
Just the pictures of them sitting so very good.
Yep.
Get down.
You know, they're definitely good of their own accord.
And there's something for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm listening, John.
Okay.
Yeah.
So trade houses.
You might just need to change the camera.
Oh, sure. Let's go over here.
Or the big overhead? Or...
Sure. Delivering to a trade house is the wagon action. It works a little different than the ships because you can only deliver 1 cube per house you have. So if you have all 3 houses out, you can deliver 3 cubes. Then there's the art. What is that? The fund and art piece, maybe? Yeah, artwork. here's where you can create artwork for each one of the main cathedrals. So let's just deliver one marble cube to one of the bottom rows in each of the cathedrals or to the palace. And the final action is the charity action. Here you deliver wood, brick, or marble to any one of the cathedrals. And that's another majority. So like you can just pick whatever resource you want to give and pick what cathedral you want to give to. All the actions make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then for scoring, every one of these actions and every one of the cities corresponds to a majority that can be had. So there's scoring tiles for each one of these cities. So most number of cubes per city. There's scoring tiles for each one of the cathedrals and the palace. Actually, no, there isn't one for this. Sorry. Each one of the cathedrals. There's scoring majorities for each of the artworks, or for artworks in general. So you just add up all your artwork. There's wood, brick, and marble, which is just whoever delivered the most wood, brick, and marble to all of the different cathedrals. And then there's the ones that delivered the most shipping cities and the ones that delivered the most wagon cities. When you're breaking ties, whoever has the most combination of discs on the scoring track and artwork at the palace breaks ties.
Okay.
So remember, the way this is up here is if there's 4 of a kind, or if someone places the 4th disc on the pile, the bottom one pops out.
Yeah.
And goes there.
So you want to try and be the pop out.
Exactly, because you're going to break ties. If there's a tie between the number of discs and the number of artwork, it's whoever has the most discs. And if there's a tie there, then it's going to be whoever got the most discs first.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
And we say we always do the leftmost? Or will we do row 1 and then...
Yes.
Okay.
So row 1 fully, row 2 fully, row 3 fully.
Got it.
Each time one of these scores, whoever has the most majority gets 3 points, second most 2 points, third 1 point. If you don't have a presence, you don't get any points. So you're not going to get third by default. And that's the game. Oh, one important thing I missed, actually. If there's ever an action you can't do, so let's say you have no trade houses out and you take the action to get wood in a trade house, you draw a card instead. And these cards correspond to the 9 different actions. So you can see a little bit of them here. At any time before or after an action, you can play as many cards as you want.
Okay.
So if you've got 3 wood cards in your hand, you can play all 3 woods to get 3 wood, and then take the build action to build 2 ships.
Okay.
So there's just additional actions. It's something you get if you can't do the thing. It gives you additional actions.
So just like free actions out of hand.
Yep. If there's a action you're doing where you're drawing 2 cards, you can't play cards when you're drawing 2 cards. It's only if you can take the actions that you can play cards with them. So if I took this action right now, I have no goods on my board and no trade houses. I'm drawing 2 cards. I can't play any of those cards because I'm not actually taking any of these actions.
Got it.
But if I did play the wagon, draw a card, get a wood, so I get to take that action, and then I can play that card that I just drew. Because you can take those 2 actions in any order.
Mm-hmm.
And the final thing are the in-game scoring cards. So we're each going to get, these again correspond to all of these scoring tiles, but they're a little bit better.
Mm.
And these kind of work like Trois, where we're each going to get one, but at the end of the game, we're going to resolve that scoring, that area majority scoring, and whoever has the most is going to get 5 points.
Got it.
3 points, 4 points. So it's you're not getting these points.
It's everyone, but
everyone.
you have the insider knowledge.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes sense. I both love and hate games that do that.
Yeah. And also, Trois is on the board.
Oh, it's on the board.
It's like it's an actual place. And not like a made up.
In Bruges, too. in London.
Hey, the land in Iron Dragon is a real place.
I so want to play that.
So, and in a 3-player game, one gets built up.
And everybody will see
Are
it.
there any duplicates?
No.
Great. Magnifique. There's a Lisbon. Chat is chatty tonight. Awesome. Yeah. Hello, everybody in the chat. Captain, Rob. Chad. I haven't said hi to Chad or Kabuki yet. Hey, y'all. Alright.
Alright, so before we begin, starting from last player, we gotta choose one of those cards to put into our hand. So starting with Steve.
Because Steve's last.
Steve's last. Tiffany's first.
Because I'm the youngest.
You gotta choose one of those cards.
I mean, silk is awesome.
Okay. And then I will choose...
Your shirt's not silk. You said silk's awesome, but your shirt's not silk.
With the build action, I think you can take as many builds as you want.
I'm gonna take...
Oh, no, never mind. You can build one ship, one trade house, or one workshop. And then those get shuffled into the deck.
Into my hands.
So one of my coworkers at work this weekend, Kabuki, this is for you, pointed out that I seem to hum the Final Countdown music occasionally when doing restocks. So it's not just I don't even know that I'm doing it. So yeah. And Steve and I were playing a game, just the two of us, and I did it. And Steve was like, there it is! And I was just like, what?
That's hilarious.
So I didn't think I had a tell, and apparently my tell when I'm thinking hard is it's Final Countdown music. So thanks for bringing that to the world's attention, Kabuki. Just, yeah.
That's fun. One last thing, too, I forgot to mention.
Yeah, I was wondering what
We have white discs.
The white discs are for.
These let you take... It's essentially like placing 2 discs down.
Ooh.
So you gotta take 4 actions.
Does it count as 2 for, like, the stock thing? For the 4?
Okay.
And so that's even better.
A white disc is...
Okay, her tail is tucked under her. I'm, like, terrified I'm gonna hit her tail with my chair.
So if a white disc is ever at the bottom, then whoever triggers that white discs...
It's got a very distracted dog under the chair.
Since you don't know who placed it, right? They gotta keep that white disc and then take one of their discs from a different spot and place it on.
Holy moly.
Yep.
Wait, the top person?
Oh, no, they don't get to keep it. Do they get to keep it? I know they get to swap
But basically, playing the double disc means that whoever plays the one on top is gonna trigger scoring, not you.
Haven't played Christmas Tree yet. We haven't played any Christmas themed games this year.
We played Winter Carcassonne.
Also, happy Hanukkah, everyone! It's the first day of Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Did you know it's the first day of Hanukkah?
I did not.
Yeah, it is. 8 days of celebration, yo.
What?
Alright.
So if you were the one to trigger the white disc scoring, you would take one from your reserve, put it up, and then you get to keep the white.
You do get to keep the white.
Yep.
Wow.
That's why it comes from reserve, because we each have the same number of discs, so that's one of the game hunters. So it's nice, and then the...
That's so mean, Mad Boda. Alright. I think we're ready.
Let's do it.
How do I play again?
Place one of your discs, just throw it into the ocean.
Yep.
Actually.
It's like Power Grid! No, speaking of which, we should stream Power Grid. My family loves Power Grid. We should do a bonus stream with my family in Colorado of Power Grid.
There you go.
There we go. Alright. Here we go. We're ready to go. Alright. What am I going to do? Well, I think it just makes sense. And so I just want to confirm.
Yep.
The reason these are tiles is because every time you play, you randomize them.
Yeah, this is the recommended starting.
Got it. Okay.
Because there could be situations where, like, that happens, and, like, wood and brick in the early game is really powerful.
Yeah, it is.
So.
Yeah, it is really powerful. No, wait!
So that's the recommended starter one, but it could, end up in any way.
Yeah. I'm going to do wood and cloth. So I get a wood and a cloth. Sorry for the background noise of the dogs working on their chewies. It's the only way to keep them from barking. So, sorry, not sorry.
I'm going to do brick and cloth.
Oh, sorry. I just meant to just punch you in the arm. It's your turn.
I think I should take an action.
That's
Oh
true.
my goodness. There we go.
So, for example, the cart action would be silly because I have no trade houses and no goods.
But you get a card.
Right,
Cards are nice. There's no hand limits, and you can play as many cards as you want on a turn.
So this gets me a wood and a card.
All right, and then it's me again. That's very
And
quick.
to play those cards, do we have to be taking that action already, or can we play it on any action?
Any action.
You just have to be doing something.
Yeah, you can't just be drawing cards.
You can't be doing nothing. You just have to do something. Okay, that makes sense.
Board game captain's dog's watching. Xena watches. Oh man, Xena. We watched Mad Max Fury Road the other night, and Xena has some anxiety around vehicles. We've learned over the past few years. She's a rescue dog. She's pretty young when she was rescued, but she still definitely has anxiety about cars. Like when we're outside, or when they drive by, or when they have a lot of exhaust, or if it's a motorcycle,
Or when they peel out.
or if they peel out, or if she's in the car, she gets crazy anxious.
Oh, actually, motorcycles. She freaking loves motorcycles.
She loves motorcycles, so we think her previous owner that she loved had a motorcycle. But anyway, we watched Mad Max Fury Road. She was a little freaked out, and she kept watching the movie just with like a little bit of terror. I felt so bad for her, but she watched that movie in its entirety.
Yeah, she wasn't like freaked out.
She wasn't. She was definitely freaked out a little bit, and then she settled into it and was like, "Oh, they're just crashing into each other. It's fine." Like, yeah, but it was weird. I've never had a rescue dog this traumatized by something. It's very different. Anyway.
I forgot you only get to keep one of your in-game strong cards too.
Oh, we have to pick.
Yeah, you have to pick.
I was wondering. I was like, this seems
Oh.
unwieldy.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I picked this one.
So will all of... Oh, okay. So those two that I didn't pick won't trigger.
They will not trigger.
Ah.
Alright, I'm going to select marble and building. So I'm going to get a marble, and then I'm going to build, and I'm actually going to use... That's not what nobody saw that.
And it saw nothing.
I'm going to use my brick card
Nice.
in combination with my wood to build another cloth location.
Yep.
First blood, y'all! It's not
Nice.
blood. Do I just take this cube back?
I mean, how else do you
Give me
make
a-
red
okay.
red dye?
Not with blood. What did they teach you in dye school?
Use recyclables. Use sustainable materials.
No card, please.
If you're gonna have a charity, solicit from universal donors. Okay.
Oh man, I feel so weird. My best friend in the world is Jewish, and we moved to Portland because of her. And we usually do something for Hanukkah, and she's out of town this entire Hanukkah, and I'm so bummed. Well, she'll be back, but then we'll be gone by the time she's back.
So ships let you move 3 cubes?
For every ship, you get to move 1 cube.
But I need to have built a ship.
Yes.
Yes, that is crucial to the for every ship part of that statement.
Not every ship in your supply.
Okay, so for example, I could do this.
Yep.
Aw, Charles.
And I would get a wood and a slick.
Nice.
Turn.
What's your dog's name, Charles? I forget. This is snappy. This is quick.
Yeah. Oh, we're supposed to be passing this every time too.
Oh, why?
Oh, which we all missed critical errors.
Yeah.
Steve placed here, so you should have a wood and a cloth.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
I placed here, so Steve should have a card and a wood. That's why we placed this.
When did Steve place here? Just now?
Just now.
Because I would have 2 cloths, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's remember to pass this.
Hi, Geronimo. Geronimo. Did he do the head tilt thing?
Mm-hmm.
Good boy, Geronimo. That worked. Sorry. I love. Sometimes I'll call Ichi and do that, but Ichi has learned now because I edit so much video, and sometimes I say her name in the video. She just ignores. There's like a tone of voice on the. She just ignores it. If she's worked up. Good boy, Geronimo. Good boy. Who's a good boy?
Geronimo?
Geronimo, you're a good boy. Okay. People not watching this, not realizing that's a dog name, it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
what the? I am going to
Florence.
No, I'm not gonna go to Florence. I will go here though.
Whoa.
Boo.
Yeah, so I get 2 wood and 2 cloth.
So do you trigger more for you if you're on top, or no? Is it only other players?
Every single disc triggers again.
Whoa.
So I get 2 wood, and then I actually get 4 cloth because I have 2 cloth factories.
Yep.
Boop,
Wait, what?
boop.
You get
when
one for each factory?
Yeah.
Oh, holy goodness.
How do you think I build a factory, ASAP?
I'm gonna go
I forget. Captain, what's your dog's name?
there.
I'm just gonna talk to everybody's dogs today.
I'm gonna build a cloth factory.
You dogging me, Kairos.
Do you want to talk to the corgi puppy?
And then I'll get
Yeah.
My coworker.
Who got the corgi puppy?
No, my coworker's roommate's partner
Who got the corgi puppy?
has a corgi puppy.
Yeah.
I got pictures of.
Is this discard?
yeah, this card.
I got to see pictures of that corgi puppy.
Are we meant to be?
Oh.
So are we playing continually clockwise, or does the
That's
new
just the active player.
Oh,
There is
okay.
no first player. It's like there's
What's-
no rounds.
So why do we? What is this just to
Because
have
if
it?
there's 4 triggers and like they're all delivering or like doing different things.
So
they're
if we
gonna-
forget,
yeah,
okay.
it's just gonna forget. And it's gonna, I think, start adding up. in different orders.
Fenris? Fenris? Is that how you would say that? Fenris? Fenris.
Okay, well,
Fenris. Fenris.
Let's do a brick.
Are you a good boy? Good boy,
Oh,
Fenris.
wait, no, that's not what I
Did it
wanted
work?
to do. No. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to...
That's a good name. Fenris is a good name. Good dog names. Good dog names in the chat today.
This is, we can give one of those to...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take a wood, not from my supply, I will take it actually from my wood. And go there. And then, before I ship, I will build a ship.
That's important.
That is important.
Which uses 2 wood.
Oh, he's dozing off. Darn it.
Then they just go back to my supply. And then I get a ship
I
in the
tried.
harbor!
Yay.
And then so to ship, I would just take one of these silks.
And
And
put
let
it
it say...
Has to be in a. Yep.
Port City, yeah. But once you
It's
have
important.
a
Trade house.
trade house, you can put it in a trade house city, or do you have to
You have
take
to
that?
only buy them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Who knows? Who knows? I wish you could post pictures. I know why you can't post pictures in a YouTube chat. Like, I 100% get that.
That'd be
But,
bad.
like, right now, I'm just like, I want pictures of your dogs. So if you're on Twitter, send me a tweet with a picture of your dog, the one tire, and we'll check them. Because I'm like, doggies! Apparently I'm in a dog mood right now. What am I...
By the way, is it you must take the action, and if you can't, you get a card, or
Yeah.
you can choose to
You
get
can't
it?
choose to
Yeah,
take
so
it.
you must.
You must take it.
Which I imagine
When-
is part of it.
When I
So,
make...
like, if someone went on that, I would have to donate.
Exactly. If you have goods, you have to donate.
If I were to create a beautiful artistic sculpture
Yes.
in this moment, I just create it and put it in a building immediately, right?
Yep.
Okay, because there's no place to store it. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to create a beautiful structure with this marble.
Lovely.
It's so good. You don't even know. It's a bust of Fenris. It's a beautiful bust carved of Fenris.
Busted.
I don't know what Fenris looks like, but I carved it. And then I build a ship for wood. And I have a little ship that I put in my adorable tiny harbor.
I'm gonna do this. So I'm taking both actions twice. Well, let's see. Both actions 3 times.
Yes.
So I'll take 2 wood. I'll draw a card.
Because you don't want wood?
Because I can't chip.
Oh, because you can't. Yeah.
And then I'll play this card. No.
You should get 1 more wood.
I haven't taken that action yet. So when you play a white disc, you get to do 2 of each, and you can take those
instantly.
in any order.
I get it. Okay. I thought you were going to do...
And then you can trigger your next
So
disc.
wouldn't you get 2 cards?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, I was seeing what that card is first before I took my wood.
Well, no, for the white disc on the wagon.
Right.
Wouldn't you get 2 cards?
Right. I just wanted 1 card first because I was hoping that I would get something that would let me do something.
Okay.
And I didn't.
Okay.
So I'll take another card.
Just trying to make John explain his move.
Yep.
You know, for you, the audience.
Explain his cheating.
Explain my cheating. I'll take another wood because I have now I'm drinking the next disc.
And then I
will also take another card.
You don't get a card yet. You haven't missed a disc.
I'm on the bottom.
Your mom's on the bottom.
Oh! Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. That was bad.
That was
really
bad.
bad.
Words she said today to you.
She didn't say them to me. She
Oh, you're
emailed
right.
it to Steve. Steve's mom is a patron of my channel, and she emailed Steve some very nice comments apparently about my latest video, which was released to patrons only. But she didn't send that email to me.
It gets to you via me.
I'm gonna build a little ship.
I think that was a bonus stream. The one with Ichi and Xena in the backyard. I think that I was trying to distract myself from certain events last November.
Oh, was that... I already drew a card for being on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I wasn't done technically with my turn, but that's fine.
Oh, but what was the card that I just got?
Your mom.
Yeah.
Just a
No, that doesn't even
drawing.
make sense.
But what was... Yeah, that's... did I get 2 cards?
You should have just gotten 1 card.
Okay, because that's what I already had 2, and then...
So you drew 2. So you
Alright, I
cheated.
drew 1, and then you gave me 1.
He gave you one
I
to
gave one
discard.
this card.
Ah!
Cheating, Steve.
That's right. No,
That's
this
whatever
is
he's
the
cheating.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the discard.
Yeah.
It's like you're handing me cards. I'll
You're the
take
trash
them.
pile.
Just I'm wondering where they came from. I'm not complaining, but okay. So let's do this. So the white disc triggers for no one.
Nope. Yeah, you're correct.
Okay. So I get 1 card.
Yep, and a wood.
And another wood.
And then I get a wood and a card.
And then I get another card.
Hold on. And then I will...
Can you play a card if it's on your turn?
Oh, I already got my wood, though. Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll get another card. And then
You
another
can
wood.
play cards anytime you're taking an action. You can play a card. Even if it's not your turn.
Oh, okay. But if I got a card for something that I wasn't able to do, I can.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, I could have if I took the card first and then took the wood, but it just seems like a technicality, though.
That does. Oh, but then because that's 4 trigger scoring, right?
Yep.
Did you finish all your actions first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
yeah, you have to do all the actions.
Okay. So that triggers... Well,
Do all actions trigger first or no?
it does. I'm just trying to think of, like,
Oh,
do we want to, like...
for his turn.
For my turn playing cards. It's fine. Because I could have contributed something else to that.
But the card you play has to match the action that you took?
No.
Or...
It can be...
Ooh.
Otherwise, it'd be really hard to play the cards.
Yeah, you can. You've already asked this question.
Yeah. Did you want to play any cards?
I
Should we all retroactively play our cards?
I don't have any cards. I'll just sit on my phone.
Yeah. But I think I want to get 2 silk.
Okay. Can I play my cards too?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you'll like it.
Probably won't.
Probably not. So I'm contributing wood to people.
Yeah, there's nothing I would be able to do on that. Okay.
First 2 rounds are a mess. Alright, so we got our first scoring. Scoring Santa Maria del Flora. So, it's whoever has the majority here. Gets 3 points. Second place gets 2. And then third place will get 1. But Tiffany doesn't have any cubes there. So there you go.
Yep.
All right. Good teamwork, John.
Yep. We did it.
Team John Steve. Or Team Steve John. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry. I was looking to see if somebody had tweeted me dog pictures yet.
No one has?
Well, I haven't gotten that far. I have a lot of mentions right now. Apparently. I had a plan. I think I should still go with it. Is this just literally whoever has the most wood? Is that what that is?
No, who's ever delivered the most wood to...
Delivered the most... Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I was like...
Because we all have 4. We can't get 1 4.
Alright, I'm gonna go to... I don't have a wagon, but those cards are so nice. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a brick, and I'm going to ship.
So we ship 1 cube.
I'm sad I don't get to like move my actual ship, but you know,
You
whatever.
can if you want to. And just move back.
I guess I'll just, you know, go from here. Deliver the cube, and then I'll just be like,
There must be like giant bales of cloth. Like if 1 ship can only handle 1 cube.
yeah, well, or they're just small ships.
Or it's a very...
It's
yeah.
dinghy. It's
like
like the paddle boat. I'm like
And
paddling.
this is like a huge roll, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
My turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna make a marble. And then I'm going to make some art.
Thank you for the picture, Charles. I think I remember getting this picture before when you were watching the Essen vlogs.
I'm gonna get a brick, and then I'll build with a wooden brick my last workshop. Done. Oh, Tiffany.
Yes.
I
Where'd you
placed
go?
on top of you.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So you get a marble,
I do get a marble.
and you get a build.
And
Marvelous.
I do get a build.
You want to build your last workshop?
I mean, might as well. I have to, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, might as well means yes. Yes, I shall. Alright. There we go. Board Game Captain, I'm not familiar with what your channel is. Please give me a pitch and I shall read it to the video. And so everybody can know what you do. Unless it's offensive, in which case I'll be like, that's offensive, I won't say it on my channel. But I don't know that yet, so we'll see.
I think I will consider this.
Probably was. How could you?
What you all missed before the stream started was I was like, okay, I'm done now, and I laid on the couch and put the comforter over me.
I'm gonna get a brick, which I can do
Yeah, I was
with
like,
that.
And Xena
I should
jumps
do
on my face.
First disc, right?
So that's sort of how tonight's going.
So I will ship 1
And then
This is a perfect game for that amount
give 1.
to Barcelona.
of this.
And then I will give 1. I will give a brick to San Mariato.
Nice.
And then I will ship again. And then I will give again.
Barcelona's getting pretty full. Why?
And then I will ship again.
Damn.
I need some of those card things.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna use a white cube.
Oh, those white discs are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here. No. Awful decision. I can't win that battle in any shape or form. So let's prepare for the next one.
And our supply of cubes is limited, I imagine.
I'm gonna go here.
I mean, it'll be hard to go through them, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get 2 brick. And then I get to ship 2 things.
Yep.
So I'm gonna ship 2. You're shipping cloth to Barcelona, right?
Yeah.
Like crazy person. Just double checking. You never know with Cheatin' Steve.
I'm an enthusiastic person.
Okay.
And Steve gets brick and can't ship.
Yes. So who gets a card? The board game captain with a K does board game reviews, unboxing, and other game related videos.
Where did Tiffany go?
Oh no, it's your disc.
Yeah, no, that's
Sorry.
Yeah.
So you gotta do it again.
Another brick.
And another ship.
And is less ship.
Yep.
Suck it, Kyrus.
Barcelona's filling up.
/ Trebek.
2 bricks and 2 cloth. Well, 2. We got 6 cloth. Do. That.
Is that so, Ichi? Very, very interesting. It is.
Boo.
Oh, Steve tweeted a picture of his dog.
I will get a card.
Yep. You would.
I would.
And 2 cards.
Oh no, just a second card.
Because you can't get more wood.
Oh, 2 cards.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then I will get a wood.
Welcome to Twitter, Board Game Captain.
Okay. And then
have we been doing this wrong?
What do you mean? Because it doesn't benefit him? He's just going to check their list.
No. We'll keep doing it. Okay, yeah. It's on the 4th disc is at the bottom.
I was like, I think it goes this fast.
Yeah.
It would make sense that it goes this fast.
Alright.
Oh, for some reason I thought because I was on top.
Oh no, that means I don't get to take the action. Ooh.
Wait, what? Oh, when it gets kicked out, you don't do it?
I thought you get the action. We do all the actions first.
No, the 4th disc gets kicked out and then all the actions happen.
Oh, so we did it wrong the last time. For this one, Steve...
Oh, Steve shouldn't have gotten the action.
Steve shouldn't have gotten the action.
I shouldn't have gotten the action.
He would have gotten 1 less action.
Apologize, y'all. Okay, wait. The 4th disc is not activated! Exclamation point in gold.
Make sure you subscribe to Great Board Game Rules and Playthrough.
What did I get? John. Did I get wood from that? Or it was...
You would have gotten wood in the card.
It was that one, right?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Because I was going to say...
You didn't cheat on your own volition.
I
John cheated.
Yes.
John facilitated your cheating. Okay. So I think
so that means I get 3 points
time.
and nobody else gets anything.
No, I get 2.
Yeah, you have no wood.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, no, delivered, honey.
Oh!
I asked that question.
I thought that was by your stockpile.
No, I asked that. I thought that was... Yeah, okay. But you still won it!
Okay.
Good job!
By accident.
I mean, it's just a happy little accident, as Bob Ross would say. Great. Beautiful. I'm gonna go here. So I'm going to get 3 cloth because I have to make 3 cloth factories.
Yep.
And then I will go ahead and deliver a single brick to this place.
Oh, the single brick.
Oh, the single bricks. Lift your hands up.
Over here. We get a marble. And then build a trade house in Troyes.
You have not sent me a picture of Finis yet.
I'll get another marble and a card.
Unless you DM'd it. You did not DM it.
And
no, you did.
Go ahead and...
You did. Thank you.
Deliver.
Oh! Finis looks like a giant Xena.
Oh, wow.
Finis is even splooting like how Xena does. Look at that.
Yep.
How big is Finis?
Well, that's...
John's not a dog person. He's just like...
That's either a large dog or a tiny chair.
I think that might be a tiny chair.
A tiny lazy boy?
Yeah, it's a tiny lazy boy.
That's a big dog.
Yeah, it's a big dog. But the big dog is splooting like a little dog, which is impressive.
You get a marble and you get a build.
Each you like.
I have to build.
Oh, that's right. You have to.
Yeah, you keep saying if you like, but there's no...
There is no if you like. Nope. You have to take the action.
Yeah, I will build in Troyes. For reasons. Did Ichi steal?
Fenris is 55 pounds. No, Xena stole.
Finis is 35 pounds. No.
55 pounds.
No, well, but Finis is about 29 pounds heavier than Xena. So almost double.
Double Xena?
Yeah, it's a double Xena. Can I utilize you guys while we watch this stream? What are your favorite card games? I think that was a question to the chat. But we could answer.
So is there any reason why I wouldn't just want to do that again?
Because you would trigger... No, there's no reason why you would...
No.
I was like, yeah, no, that makes great sense for you to do.
So you get the white cube. Or white disc.
So I get the white disc.
You trade it with one of yours.
One for my supply. Yep. And then do we do the scoring first?
No. You do all that first.
Okay, so I get...
You get
6
cards. Wow.
Maybe build a trade house. Just saying.
Or just run a card engine.
That's true. It's working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now
Steve gets 3 points. Tiffany gets 2.
I'm on the board!
Yay! Woo! All aboard!
Woo! I am going to...
I mean, cards aren't the end all be all.
Go here, and I'm going to make some beautiful art. I like making me some beautiful art. I'm going to do it right here. These counts for majority, right? Marbles?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Because there's no... I mean, there's like no reason for me to be using a marble this way if they don't.
Pretty sure.
That is a marvelous strategy.
You're a marvelous strategy.
Yep.
And then I get to ship, and I will ship... I just ship 1 good. I'll ship to Barcelona just to get the...
Yeah.
To secure my tie break.
Do this.
What makes a card game a card game? I feel that a card game is defined as a game that is purely cards.
Artwork.
If it has a board in any way, shape, or form, I typically don't contain it as a card game.
Yeah, if the cards are the primary...
7 Wonders wouldn't be a card game?
Correct. It uses cards, but I still say 7 Wonders is a board game.
But the board is purely...
But there's also like a ton of tokens.
Yeah, sure.
And tracking. Like, the tokens are super crucial for that game. Like, the money the military tracking,
Sure.
the points. They're very crucial for that game, which is why I would say Seven Wonders is not a card game.
You get to the artwork and
Oh,
a piece of...
I have to make the artwork though.
Oh, yeah. So.
Okay, yes, and I get to deliver some fabric. It's fabricule. I don't know what that was.
And all of these will trigger even if we run out of discs.
Oh, good to know.
So.
Well, I guess London is the next most important shipping port.
Also following.
Hi, Heather. Welcome.
My turn?
Yep.
And then I feel like, well, there's certain card games where you use tokens to track scoring, like Fox in the Forest. There's score tokens that you can use for playing multiple games in a row. But I feel like that still categorizes as a card game because you don't need those score tokens to like play the game. You could very easily make do with just like a pen or paper.
Okay. So, because I can donate,
I feel like Lost Cities
even though
would...
I can't ship, I can play cards.
Yes.
Well, can you do one of the actions?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, you can do cards.
So I'm gonna get 2 marble.
Okay.
He played 2 marble cards. Steve and I's boards are out of frame this evening.
So I played 2 marble cards, which got me 2 marble.
I feel like Lost Cities would be a card game because you don't need the board to play it. All that's important in that game is the cards.
And then I'm gonna play 2.
So like if I can break down a game and put it in the quiver, it's almost a card game, right?
Okay.
So what about Sushi Go?
It's a card game.
Even though it's a score tracker?
That's only in party.
True.
And then I'm gonna donate 2 wood for that side.
Mm-hmm.
And then ship. Just 2 cards.
Yeah, see, anything where like mostly you're just using tokens for score tracking, I don't count that as significant.
I will donate a wood and get another card.
Yeah, it's a lot of wood.
Yeah.
And then I will, for the last one, I will donate another wood.
You know you can only donate once, right? Oh no, he went there.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And then play a silk, which gets me a silk, and then I'll use my last ship to ship the silk to London.
Silk doesn't go to that. I think Steve might win. Steve went crazy on wood.
Yeah, and I'm done.
This pal here is pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, ouch. Alright, I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna get 2 brick and do 2 ships. 2 bricks. So 2 brick and then 2 ship action. Oh no, 1 ship action because I have 1 ship.
No.
No, 2. Oh, if I had 3 ships, I could do 3 ships at once in 1 action.
Yep.
Got it.
So you put it on 6.
I could have, would have, should have. I'll do 1 to Lisbon and 1 to London.
Yes.
Yes. I like it, Robert. Yeah, you nailed it. That's the difference between... Robert says, it's the difference between a card game and a card-driven game. Nailed it.
I'm gonna get 3 marble. Well, actually, get 1 marble, draw a card.
It's also just subjective. I would argue that some card games aren't tabletop games. What? Mind blown! Oddball Aeronauts? Anybody? Remember that?
I'll draw another card.
Also, Han Solo. You gonna teach me Han Solo? You should just throw it right now. Yeah, there you go.
I'll draw another card. Thank you. Yay! Get this last one there.
Yep, securing that.
But what does that count for? Just this statue scoring, or
it's tiebreaker. It also helps for art scoring.
Yeah. And there might be one of the endgame scoring. So.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, just
That's
maybe has to do with that.
Let's go ahead and
Fuji Flush.
get some fabric.
Colorado.
I like cribbage.
I haven't played it. Well, I have. I don't. The rules don't parse my brain.
Kabuki has a good question. Do the flag pawns disqualify Battleline from being a card game?
I would say no, because we've played it before with no flag pawns at all.
Yeah.
It's not crucial for the game.
Alright, Santa Cruz. Steve's running away
We
with
flipped,
it.
when one was resolved, we flipped the one that lost over, so it was face down. So the one that won was face up. And it worked just as well.
Oh, which one did you do? Oh,
Yep.
Nope. Steve and I are not seeing Star Wars this week or weekend. Are you? You gonna watch Star Wars?
I'm seeing it with my work on Thursday. We're doing a Star Wars brunch and then watching the movie.
There you go.
Yeah, really fun.
John has a hard job.
Do you have any openings?
Well, in fact, we do. This is your interview.
Yeah.
If you let me win, you get the job.
Oh, you must be in management.
Wow. I did not realize you were that dedicated to winning, John. Dominion, I would count as a card game because the base game was 100% card game. Like the base intrigue, the first set to introduce anything that was board or token related was Seaside. Prosperity as well. But Intrigue and the base game are not. So I think they are card game.
Do you have a favorite card game that's played only with a deck of regular 52 cards?
52 cards? Spades. That was my family one. They played that a lot.
I like euchre.
I don't think I think I've played euchre once. Maybe.
Okay.
I also really like BS. I used to play BS a lot in high school.
So that gets me 2 silk.
Yep.
And then 2 donations, but I can't donate. So you can't donate silk.
The card is working well for Steve.
Kind of.
Sorry, I'll just play the one ship.
Oh, Santa Maria triggered? How did I not realize that?
I triggered it.
Did I get the actions?
I got you a point.
Wait,
No, remember, because the fourth disc doesn't trigger.
no, but I had other tokens.
You had a yellow disc here.
Oh, that one.
And I put it down and popped you out.
I thought I was another one. I thought you were referring to other one.
I believe.
Anything come by?
And then Tiffany gets a silk and a donate.
Where did you place?
Oh, here.
I actually, so I get
3 silk.
3 silk. Thanks, babe.
And donate.
And I get to donate. And I will donate a brick.
Yeah,
Donate here. Appreciate.
Brick
It's coming. Yep, brick is coming. And
Brick's
then I get a
time.
turn.
You do get a turn.
I get a turn. Watch out.
I know.
Are those also recommended, or were those random?
The
Scoring.
These are random. I don't think they have a recommendation.
I mean, it makes sense. I think these are very important.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
If you had like a brick and a donate, you just flood brick.
I think I'm gonna do cloth and donate.
Nice.
And so I get another 3 cloth. 1 for each of my cloth warehouses.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will donate my last brick.
Makes sense.
To there. Just throw it haphazardly. Alright, and then it's a Jonathan. And then I get another
3.
cloth, but I don't get 3. Just 2. Or does the white one count? I thought the white one doesn't count.
That one you got 3. And then that one you got 3.
Oh. I thought you were saying 3 actions.
Yeah.
Sorry. I only get 2 actions.
Yeah.
Of each one.
But you get another 3 cloth.
And I get a card!
And you get a card.
Because I can't donate my first card since the battle. That's useless.
Look here. Wow. So I'll get that, and I'll get a card. Please. Yeah. Thank you. Then I'll get another card. Oops.
sir.
And another card.
Where'd you go? Shipping and marbles.
Yep. Another card. Now I can't actually play these cards because I'm drawing 2 cards.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But. And then we got a scoring. So brick. Tiffany's first. So 3.
Yay.
Steve and I are tied, so we look at who has the most of these, and I do. Steve has 3 and I have 4.
Wait, the most of which is
Most of
Oh,
Is
I
it
understand.
not these, just those?
just like everything that's on this sheet of paper right here.
Trixie, yeah.
And then if there's a tie there, then you look at who has the earliest majority. So I'll get 2.
3 nice.
Okay, and then you went. You went here?
Right there.
Yeah. To Johntown.
Yeah.
Oof. Johntown.
It's a real place. Well, I'm going is good. Let's get a wood and a card.
If you're not following,
am I gonna
Colic
win that
ebooks,
because
it's
I'm
the
earliest? Or
You're
is it?
going next, you have majority, right?
So we both have 5.
Oh, so then you have majority here. So you'll win it.
Cool. But of just the people that are tied?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first
To trigger.
to trigger whoever has majority here. If there's a tie with those majorities, then you look at here.
Okay. So I got a wood and a card. I get another wood and a card. Another wood and a card. Another wood and a card.
Right, how many woods did you get?
3
Oh,
You should have only gotten 4. Or 3, rather.
and 3 cards.
3 cards.
Shoot and shoot. Shoot and shoot.
Alright, and then
but-
Barcelona triggers. Oh, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna play the wood, so I get 4, and then might as well. Let's do building to get a ship,
Nice.
and then building to a ship.
Nice. Alright, so now we look at majority for Barcelona. You both is tied. Steve plays ties, so he gets 3.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2.
Yep.
You get 1.
Oh, it's cool that you just need like 1 cube on there.
I know.
To still get the point. So that's awesome. As long as you're just in,
Yeah.
that's what 15 points if you just make sure to get on the boards for
True.
all of them.
Yeah.
Thirsty buffer. Okay. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
Triggering scoring. Can't hit it. Not skilled enough. And then I will get 2 brick. And I get 2 ships.
Mhm.
So I will ship to London. And I will ship to Lisbon. And then sorry, my eyes are
Artwork
Yes.
scoring. So me and you are tied.
I have 3.
You both have 3.
We both have 3.
Oh, counting is not good for me. Dang it, I wouldn't have done that. It's fine.
And then
Too late.
I get a point.
It's too late.
It's too late to apologize.
It's too late to apologize.
Go there, get a brick. And 3 cloth. And then another brick. And cloth. And then I'll draw a card so I can't throw more cloth out.
Oh my gosh. Guys.
And by draw it clearly, you mean
Yeah.
give me one.
He was ready for
And
it.
then I'll get a brick, and then I will build another trade house. go Bruges. And then I will send some cloth out. And then let's get a wood. Let's go ahead and ship to London.
There's some kind of discard 2 cards to do whatever you want, right? It's totally in this game.
No.
Nope.
Done.
Paris' turn.
Alrighty. Good job, guys.
Getting close.
Mm.
4 more rounds.
Yeah.
This scoring, is that trade houses?
This one?
Yeah.
Yep. So you look at all 3 cities. Let's see what's next.
This does get a little crunchy
Mm-hmm.
partway through.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Hans Taka in that regard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Simple
it really
actions,
does.
so it gets really
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit of area majority.
Yeah. Has a lot of
Boo.
area majority in it.
Boo!
Okay, guys.
So then I trigger choice.
You get
That.
2. You get 2 brick and 2 shipping, and then I get 2 brick and 2 shipping.
Yep.
Sadly, I can't ship twice.
But then I only have 1 shipping, so I would send that and then draw a card.
Yep.
We'll go 1 to London. 1 to...
But
Origins is great but weird.
I'll just do
Origins
that.
is weird.
Actually,
I enjoy it because I get to see people and hang out with people and play games.
Done.
But there's not a lot of free play
So, trois,
space.
I get 3.
There's not a lot of new releases, but there are some. Like if you're going for
Tiffany
shopping
gets 2?
purposes, Gen Con is
Nope.
the shopper.
Because it's...
oh,
I don't
she
have
hasn't
anything there.
delivered anything.
Yep, I was going to deliver something on this next turn, but no. Instead, I will do that. I'll still deliver. I'm gonna do 2 fabric, 2.
Has to be the 12.
It has to be the top. And then I will do 2 brick. I'll do 1 to San Benito.
marble.
Oh, sorry. I wonder if that was supposed to be brick. Because I don't remember delivering marble. Well, no, I did. I did deliver marble.
Do this.
There's like a little bit of shopping. There's like a little bit of free play space. You mostly go see new stuff. You demo at booths, and then you play games in the lobby. See you, Nerfenstein.
Turn off of there.
Yep. Later, Nerfenstein.
Right. Build. Oh. Get a brick. Build a trade house. Build a ship. double actions. And I will draw a card.
I think PAX is more about going to get people that weren't in the con board game scene into it, because PAX comes with a very huge PAX crowd that just like to go to PAXs, and I think that's what PAX is going to bring to the table. I have heard that the publishers and tabletop community in general were somewhat disappointed by PAX. Like the publisher, like, sales were super crazy low at PAX, which means that it's not worth it for publishers to go to, because it's very expensive for publishers to have booths at PAX. So, yeah. So there's enough space in the hobby for the con, but not if PAX doesn't purchase. And PAX, historically, is a convention that is not really about purchasing. Mostly people go to PAX, who are PAXers, to go get video game swag. And they don't know a lot about board games, and they don't typically buy a lot of board games, and if they do, they're buying very cheap board games, because they're spending more money on video games.
And then, I will do a marble.
That's an awful lot of cards you have there.
Those are two very different conventions, Charles.
3 times.
Nice.
Should we have... I guess I haven't drawn again yet, so we don't need to reshuffle yet. And then I will donate 3 marble. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter what you say, baby. Spider-Man.
Okay.
Alright. I will go...
Yeah, it's getting rough.
I want to give you some points. So I'm going to go ahead and get 2 cloth, which means I actually get 6 cloth, because I have...
Nice.
3 fabric producers.
You got 2 contributes.
And then I do 2 contributes of brick. 1 to there. Come on, pop it in. Pop it in, I believe it. Okay, there we go. And then 1 to there. Filling up the brick on both of those spots.
Nice.
And then we score for wagon deliveries, so John gets 3, and I get 2.
Alright.
Origin had better play areas, but they reduced the amount of free space area for publishers. So there's that.
I'm doing a double delivery, double contribute. I will contribute wood and...
The PAX scene is really weird, and if I didn't feel obligated to cover it from like a press standpoint, I would not go to PAX. But like, I can't get it in. I'll just
screw that.
Deliver it elsewhere.
And then I can deliver 6 cloth. 2 there. 2 there. 2 there.
5, 6.
So put a white disc on the delivery. In delivery, you can deliver 1 per trade house.
Ah, yes. Okay.
I'm done. Wait, am I done? Let's go ahead and get 2 marble.
Nobody has drawn yet, right? No. Because I am gonna go here.
You're getting marble, which is John.
But we don't score it until after the actions, right?
You could still... Because he's drawing 3 cards.
So I will get a wood.
You get 3 wood, right?
Yeah, but I do doing the disc in order, because that's what you're supposed to do.
It seems like it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's only if it's different players, I guess.
Yeah.
You could make it matter.
I guess so.
Like, you get a wood.
And then you're drawing 2 cards next time. You have to use one of those cards. So.
Or maybe you already had cards, so you draw more wood.
Yeah.
Are there any West Coast cons that have a chance of becoming major in the future? No.
They're hard for people to get to and expensive.
Unless you already live on the West Coast,
Yeah.
they're hard to get to. And the problem with the West Coast is any major populated West Coast city is just expensive. Like, you think
Okay,
Gen
so
Con's getting expensive?
Hard. Would.
Yeah, no. Try to get a hotel at a convention
Would.
in, like, Anaheim. Like, yeah.
Playing cards?
PAX Prime has had a choking problem for a long time. There's just not a lot of, like, super huge convention centers as well. There are a lot of smaller cons. Each city has its own, but a lot of them don't have the potential of getting large just because the difficulty and cost of people attending. So, yeah. Like a con in San Francisco. There's KubaCon, which is in San Francisco, which you think would get huge, but flying into San Francisco could be cheap, but hotel in that area, awful. Just awful.
Oh, wait, no. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. You break ties.
No, but you have more marble than I do. You have 4. Because you kicked it over to 4 marble last time.
did.
Yeah, I thought if I got 1, I would break ties, but...
I get still a point, right?
Yeah, so I get 3...
I get 2.
I'm gonna take every point I can get. The one in Vegas is a trade show, and it's no longer in Vegas, it's in Gamma. It's not open to the public, it's to retailer game stores and press. So if you try to attend in the public, you won't gain access to the main game show rooms. So it's a vendor-only trade show, and it's been, like, it's giving really weird messages because it's inviting high-profile press people to be like, hey, I'm here playing these games, but, like, no one else can attend. So, but they don't say that. Like, it's weird.
It's like E3 used to be a while ago, where like you had to be like press or a publisher to get into E3, and then they finally made like a consumer part of E3 because it was that same thing where people would be like, "Oh, computer games, big computer game trade show," but like the public wasn't able to attend. Yeah,
there's a room that you can go to in Gamma and play at if you are public, and you can get access, but it's very small, and you don't gain access to the limited release stuff, which is like secret, and you have to have a special badge to get that. Okay.
We have 2 more. Well, I guess you have more than 2 actions. Yeah, like this.
Was that a hint of jealousy I heard there, John?
Oh, are we then potentially not scoring everything?
No, you still score everything.
I'm gonna go. Bruce John. Dang it! If I trigger anything that would score, it just goes to John. Just goes to John. Blah. Blah. John, why you got so many points? I mean, I know why, but still.
Trade houses. Y'all are focused on shipping.
No, I just wasn't focused on it.
I mean, there's going to be some nice points.
So I draw 2 cards because I can't donate, and then I can deliver 2 fabric to trade houses, which is just twat. But I'm really securing. There's no reason for me to do that. Yeah.
Well.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, Steve's not gonna do it.
There's boats. Why would I build houses?
Yeah, see? Not like I married somebody that's really obvious. I mean, frick it, I'll do this.
So you still get to draw 2 cards.
I still get to draw 2 cards.
Nice.
I get this white disc.
Yep.
Rogues will trigger, which just you get points for. And then I get 6 cloth.
Nice.
And then I will place.
You get 8 cloth.
Oh yeah, before I blow up my cloth, I'm gonna play that to ship one of them from here, I guess. And I'll ship to. John's got 2 ships, so I'm gonna ship to London. And then I get my other cloth.
So each ship can ship one from each warehouse? No. Each ship can ship one.
Cloth. If it's in one warehouse.
Yeah. That sounds like a blast. Adepticon is amazing if you like to paint, and I like to paint, so that's. I'll have to look into that one, but traveling for that is pretty hard.
Give Steve a bunch of cards. Let's do that. So I'll ship. No.
Gamma's public con is Origins. So the idea is you go to Gamma in early spring, and then the publishers go and actually like release what they announced at Gamma at Origins. That was the intention. It sometimes works out.
So you can
Ship, or I could immediately play something if I wanted to
contribute and play something, and you can ship one if you have any cloth, please.
And I must contribute, right?
Yeah.
It's brutal, and I'm doing it once. Oh, right, because you kicked my disc out, and that disc doesn't activate. So, I'll contribute a wood, I guess. Let's see, what is that? Oh, I'll contribute a wood. And then let's try that.
So I have 3 points.
Alright, and then...
Multiple action. I'm missing something nice. I don't know how anyone's doing this 2 point.
I'm gonna do a wood. Oh, I haven't picked my action yet, right?
Yeah.
So I can't play a card.
Did you take apart the bone, or is that just literally all that's left of hers?
No, that's the other two are probably the two extras cards.
Oh, Ichi's grabbed him? Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Okay, cool.
Like, no car rides for Xena for a while.
Let's do this. So,
Tiffany gets a card. Tiffany gets 2 cards.
So, first I will play wood. Which gets me wood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will play this, which lets me build a warehouse. And then I will use the action to build a warehouse. 2 warehouses. Yeah, and I got that. I already got the card. Yeah.
Yep.
Hurry warehouses. And then I will play silk. And then now I get 1, 2, 3 silk.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will play ship card.
Nice.
Yeah, I should go to London.
Oh, damn.
You a jerk, Tyrants.
That's
You're running the shipping.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's winning London.
One more spot.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
Nice.
So I get 3 brick.
Yep.
Which is the last of my cubes.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yep. And then I got 3 ships.
So you just ship 6 things.
1 to London.
No.
Just 3. I
Just
only have 1 ship.
2 Lisbon.
2 to Lisbon. could do an additional to Barcelona. I'm tied there right now, but we've already scored it.
So I might have Barcelona card though.
I think I'll just do that to Lisbon. And then, I'm gonna go ahead and do a donate.
Mm-hmm.
And I will donate brick because I have it to the one place I can move my brick to, which is that one. Which, I don't know if there's a reason to do that. I don't think there is.
You get a point, or if that scores, you'll get last post. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. And then, I mean, I don't know why. I have no goods cubes, so I can't do anything anyway. Right?
Right.
Okay. I'm so good at cubes. I've used them
are.
all. Yeah.
What do I want to do? One cube there. Guess I'll go do this. See what happens. Alright. Take marble and a card. Marble and a card. Card. And marble. And donate. This marble. Doesn't matter. It's right there anyway. That was my last turn. Oh, and then Tiffany gets 3 points, Steve gets 2, and I get 1 for the number of shipping.
Did we score London? We didn't score London.
Oh, you're right, we didn't.
We didn't score London. So I also...
Tiffany gets another 3 points. And
Steve gets 2.
And I get 1. I'm saying, they're all going to catch up in the end.
Alright, I should take an action.
Last action of the game.
Simon Expo's on East Coast, though. Because Simon. It's so expensive to get from the West Coast to the Midwest, even.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's kind of funny, like, if I play the board game, if I play the flight thing right, it's only a couple $100 more to fly to Europe than to fly to, like, Gen Con.
Alright, Tiff. You get the last disc. I get 2...
This one will score.
I get 2 silk, which means I get 2.
Did he give me
on each,
majority?
No.
No, I
he
still
breaks
have it.
because he has gotten it first.
So I get 6, right? Because I'm getting 2 silk.
Where'd you place?
There.
Yep.
Okay. And then I get
I can donate.
Yep. You can get myself.
I have no cubes.
Darn.
What happens if you run out of cubes?
Okay, then I will only ship once. Sadly, thought I would do it and ship twice. So I'll go 1 to Barcelona, and then 2 to Lisbon. Alright, then we score.
Well, I donate first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is brick. I still don't get cubes back.
Oh, you just don't get it.
Where would they come from? Where would they go?
So you're gonna draw a card then?
Oh, yeah.
Yes! Can I play it?
You can, because you donated.
No, I can't.
Alright, so Lisbon.
John and I are tied, but
You break it.
I break it, yeah.
So I get
And then I
1.
get 3.
And I get 1, 2, I get 1.
It's gonna be a close game.
Wait, we say that. Good.
Alright, so everyone reveals their in-game scoring cards.
It's Barcelona.
That's not yours.
Oh, you're right. Let's see all of them.
Santa Claus.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, wow. It was the 2.
It's gonna be close. Alright, let's do 12 first.
Yeah, John.
It's me. Tiffany for 2. Or no, that's 5, actually.
Yeah.
4, 5. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
1,
agree.
2, 3, and then I don't get on the board.
Here I have 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Steve gets 3.
Steve gets 3. Tiffany gets 1.
One. And
Here,
then
Tiffany
Santa Cook, I get
gets 5. Steve 3, I 1.
3, 4, 5. 2, 2.
Alright, and then Barcelona
Steve
gets
5.
5. And I get 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh. There it is.
Close.
Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. And John wins! And Steve and I tie for second,
Hey.
but Steve beats me.
We're on the same side of the board as John. Of the scoring board. We're on the same side as John.
That's the victory condition.
Yeah. That's the asterisk victory condition. That was cool.
Yeah.
I really liked
This is fun.
I really liked that.
And, like, every game's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Because it's all randomized.
Sure.
I mean,
I'm so
worst
confused.
case if I guess 2 things you could do. One would be always put the basic resources in the corners before you randomize, just to make sure that you wouldn't get a double.
Well, I mean, if it is double, then it just means.
Oh yeah, then it's just double. Yeah, so it's not a like. I guess you could
it
house
gives first
rule.
player somewhat an advantage because they can go there first, and they're probably gonna be the first one to get here. But there's probably ways to mitigate that.
Yeah, and you could house roll anything.
Or you just don't give them the resources and do log as other resources and draw cards instead.
Or I was thinking, like, if they're in the corner, they can never be next to donate, so that's just like you could just do that. So that didn't happen. But yeah, no, it's fun. This is a lot of fun. I really liked how the scoring was triggered too, because you could control it, but not immediately. Yeah, and you're like, well, I can't use that action, but I'll get my thing. Yep. I'll get my thing on the scoring board.
I meant to be doing BG stats, and I got pulled into attack.
Here, let me.
Yeah.
Boop.
Okay.
Talk to us.
Boop. Thanks, Luke. Good.
Aww. Okay. Putting this in PGF stats.
Well, you can just take like a gratuitous number of actions on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
You place a white disc on a pile that's all yours. And then play.
We like really focused on that, which I think might be one of the downfalls of this game at 3-player. Is that if
that
all
one
of the
person
players
can own a stack.
Yeah, and like we were consistently owning stacks.
But then your discs are concentrated there. Like I didn't have a lot of blue elsewhere on the board.
True.
Like I was getting a lot of cards and wood, but
so
I wasn't.
No one else is triggering your actions.
You're
the only one triggering your actions.
I'm the only one triggering it, and then other people aren't triggering me elsewhere.
Yeah, I felt like I didn't get triggered very much.
The John stack, but that is interesting. And I think also if other people aren't triggering you, you're not getting kicked out.
Right.
So you're basically forced to kick yourself. So it is kind of self-balancing in a really elegant way. Yeah. Like this was, I thought that could be fiddly, and it just was not at all. And the tiebreak was...
I mean, this explains why this is here.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought this was, like, silly, but with that and the... Like, we forgot to score even at one point because we were like, who does this action? We get this action, and then, so. Yeah. That makes sense. I liked it. I definitely started to see things that I had, like, missed, where I could have, like, done some really cool combos, which is where I think that you could have gotten up to 50 points or more, is that if on future plays, this really benefits people who see the combos to do different setups. Like I didn't start getting cards until later, but I realized that if I had had cards sooner, like Steve had, on the ones where it's like not my turn but I'm activating, I could play cards to pull off some pretty nice combos. I think the importance of getting cards, I thought that cards was a handout that wasn't worth it, and so I was at most of the first part of the game I was avoiding moves where I thought I would be not as efficient to take actions that would lead me getting to cards. And I mean, we could argue that Steve's strategy of all cards all the time paid off as well as my strategy of maybe I shouldn't get cards, but I think John's strategy of using cards to an advantage and mixed in with efficient actions did pay off. Also just John
John did get some pretty solid.
I did the thing of like you
scoring.
both are focusing on shipping. I'm not going to focus on shipping. And trade houses.
I think that worked, and it was hard to get the resources to catch up. And one thing that I noticed was, for example, it's hard to hang on to resources when other people are triggering you to donate.
Yeah.
Like that I thought was super cool, where it's like
force someone to get rid of their resources.
Right, and
Yeah.
I'm burning cards from my hand just to make up for the ones that I'm forced
and I
to
saw
donate.
that, and I was afraid of that. That's why I usually played my white discs in areas that would force me to give up cubes when I didn't want them.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually think that's why I ended up having less cubes out in certain areas. Because sometimes I was like, man, I wish somebody would have triggered me to donate.
Right.
But, yeah. It's interesting. And I can definitely see how with future plays, because this action board is randomized, you could end up with a situation where there are corners of the board that are just better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in that situation, everybody's going to pile on it anyway, and then you're just going to trigger scoring faster. So yeah.
And that's your reason to not do that. You're like, well, I could go there.
Or go fast.
You're like, I could go there, it'll go fast, but then that's going to kick John's disc out again. I'll go on the other side of the board.
Yep.
It gets me something else.
Yeah, so if we had this situation here with these scoring discs, everyone would have been incentivized to go here because wood is the first score.
Yeah.
And then, but maybe if wood was at the end, like there's multiple things.
Exactly.
I think I like that you had to watch multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had to watch what was going to come up next, but also what the end game scoring could be, and then also when your discs were going to go, and also wanting to have majority. Like I thought it was interesting that we were all fairly close out here in terms of the tiebreak.
Yeah. I suppose there's a max score you can get. Like you can only get max 3 for each of one of the scorings, and then a max 5 for the.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So that would be 45 from there, and then it depends on the player count. Yeah.
So it could get.
Oh no, 20 because there's 4 that are out.
Right.
Yeah. So
65.
65 in a 3-player game.
Yeah. You just have to be dominating everywhere. It's be hard.
There is not a 2-player variant for Calimala, which is why Steve and I don't own it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why John bought it instead of us.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be hard to replicate this with 2 players. Like, how would you? Like, people just stay on the side of the board.
I think people would stay on their side of the board.
Stack up even more.
I feel like with a game like this, where it's I can help one opponent, but then I'm not helping the other, is more interesting than every time I do this, I'm helping my opponent.
Yeah.
Like, I was not going to go to this place because I would give you 3 silver and 3 brick.
I stopped getting wood.
Yeah. So if in a 2-player game, it would all be that. Like it would degenerate pretty quickly. Whereas I'm like, oh, I'll give Tiffany 2 because I don't want to give John 3. Yep. Like that's way more interesting than.
Yeah.
I really want to try it in 5.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm not that kind of person. I think that there would be too many threads for me to hold on to, and I would just feel like it was chaos, which I would not appreciate. But I think 3 or 4 would be the ideal for me. I can see why some people really, really like it. I mean, and who knows? Maybe 5 isn't as chaotic as I'm like imagining. But I can see why people super dig this. I enjoy it. I think it's a great play experience.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it doesn't have a 2-player...
Yeah.
And, like, even while we're playing, like, I understand why it doesn't have a 2-player, and I think that they shouldn't try to break it to introduce a 2-player.
Right.
I think they made a good decision on that.
Mm-hmm. It would just be a different game.
It would be an entirely different game, which, it's like Hannes Teutonica. It works better at 3, and some games do, and that's fine. That's great. The world of gaming would be boring if everything was great at 2-player. So, yeah.
Cool. Yep.
I'm trying to think of reasons why people wouldn't like this game, and I think I could see some people not liking how the fact that other people can force you to activate and do things that you might not necessarily want to do, and to screw up your plans. And I think if you're playing at higher player counts, it's going to happen more frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if somebody's first exposure to this game is a 5-player game, and like they are the like person under heel continually or enough to like really screw them over, I could see how that would leave a very negative impression of this game on some folks. I mean, it could happen even in a 3-player game, definitely in a 4-player game, and like most definitely in a 5-player game. So. And
I think there were some things that weren't as clear to me how it would play until we played the first game, and I would definitely play it differently in a follow-up game. So I think if your first game was 5-player and it was long and you didn't want to play that second game, that could maybe sour you, because like Tiffany didn't realize the benefit of cards I didn't really realize the benefit of competing a little bit in everything until partway through. But no, it's interesting because sometimes you're like, well, if I can double down on one thing, I'll get all of those points. But you're just leaving this is 15 points.
Yeah.
So I think I would like playing 3-player games back to back would be a great way to.
And it's quick enough.
Yeah.
For it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be a great way to get into it.
For sure. But like part of me is like my brain. I'm tired tonight, so like my brain is like I couldn't play 2 games of this back to back right now. But like if it wasn't long work day of like what is essentially my 7th long work day in a row now, I would be like, yeah, let's do this. Yeah. But
I will say, just thinking about it now, we had the I guess these also came with the deluxe, the cube holders, and these I think I don't know if these are deluxe only.
They were, they're the deluxe from the pre-order kit.
These made it a lot easier to not accidentally muss all of the cubes on the buildings, which I think kind of like...
Yeah, it matters more here because those are, each row is different.
Yeah, and these are just kind of like you have so many things down. Yeah. I think like that was one of the things that did bug me about Terraforming Mars. Just
so much.
Just that I would constantly knock my own cubes.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why we give up Terraforming Mars. Like, if we need to buy a overpriced board game with crappy components and then spend an additional $40 for like a third-party component to make it playable, like F that.
And it depends on the game. Like, if it's one of those, if the game is good enough, you're like, yeah, I'll totally upgrade it.
Sure.
But
yeah, I mean, Caverna is...
Yeah. Caverna's not fiddly. What are you
but yeah, just
was that an insert?
I think if you're trying to play this,
we just bag trade. We started playing out of bags, and then I did a playing out.
I don't want to say playing this on a train, but if you're playing it in an air, if you're playing it in a circumstance where these could get knocked, I think it could potentially be kind of annoying. So,
So yeah, that's Calimala, designed by Fabio Lopiano.
Do we know some other games
by Fabio? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just curious because this is something like I'd be curious to see what else he had designed and if there's anything.
Terraforming Mars is an okay game, but like it's just I'm bitter. I'm very bitter about the US price because that's not the price for it in Europe. Like it's stop. Yeah. It's 30 euros cheaper. I'm just gonna put that out there. Yeah.
This is his first game.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Then yeah.
Are you doing player backs?
White doesn't though, because they're variable.
Oh, okay. I tried to be helpful.
Yep.
This is an awesome first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good.
I would be interested to see like future games and just kind of where
he did a write up on BGG on his design process, and this wasn't in the beginning iteration. This the variable. I think it was a card based game at first.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
So it wasn't. It was one of those like it made it in later and the game kind of evolved. Yeah.
So I think it was Kabuki asked for first impressions on Charterstone. My first impression of Charterstone is that it is not a gamer's game, but it is enjoyable for gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely enjoyable for gamers if you're playing with a group who will enjoy the story and the time together.
Yeah.
If you're playing with hardcore gamers that want to like min-max and like go heavy on it, I don't know why you'd play that game.
Well, and the game will surprise you because you will start the game thinking one thing, and it will, change stuff up on you by the end of that game, and it could be frustrating for you to be like, hey, not in a bad way, but just like if you really wanted to, like, I think you're maybe playing the game for the surprise and the reveal of new mechanics and new things.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to have a full grasp of the game before you started playing, that is...
Yeah. And the first game is pretty late.
Yeah.
I would say late medium. And it doesn't start getting meaty until around game 4.
I think my favorite thing about the game is it encourages, or I wouldn't say it encourages you not to win, but it gives you other things to focus on other than winning.
Yeah, which is also a problem because the win condition can change between games.
Yeah.
And if you're not paying attention and you're like, this game, I want to focus on this because I didn't have a chance last game, but it's like totally not part of the win condition, and then
Does it?
Well, no, because there's points. There's the victory on points,
but
and then there's also
Spoiler.
well, I'm trying to be vague without being insanely vague. Anyway, are we doing cards and stuff?
Same dice.
Yeah, but that was Charterstone. We streamed our very first game of Charterstone, and you can watch that stream and listen to us talk about it. I am bummed that we do not have Charterstone tomorrow, and that's partly because I'm really just enjoying playing a game not on the internet, with two of my favorite people. When I just get to be like... sorry, three of my favorite
It's a
people.
4-player game of Charterstone.
Which one is not?
Yeah. Is this something that gets revealed? Is this how I find out?
I
That's
forget.
The legacy part of it.
That's the
No longer
legacy
my
part.
friends.
Yeah, you start with 3 friends and you play Charterstone, and you end with 2 friends.
Yeah. You're not a friend.
Oh.
You're not a friend.
Wow.
Ouch.
Or I'm not a friend by choice. I'm a friend by association.
Yeah. I mean, technically,
A friend
yes.
by proximity. Yeah.
You're more than a friend.
There we go.
You're not in the friend zone. That's not a real place.
That's not. No, it's not a real place.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Calimala.
We did it.
Yay! Thank you for tuning in and watching this stream and hanging out. It was a fun chat tonight. Yeah. Tune in Thursday for a stream. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I'm trying to like arrange a special stream, but it really depends on some people getting back to me that haven't gotten back to me yet. So we'll see. Steve doesn't even know what it is yet.
No idea.
Yeah. So there's that. But there will be a stream Thursday. Still don't know what it is. And then next Tuesday there will also be a stream. And we're aiming for Agra. We're planning for Agra. Here's to hoping.
Let's get aggravated.
And then we will not be streaming the Thursday before Christmas because Steve and I won't be here. We're going to be taking some family vacation. We're actually going to be traveling that day. So, screw streaming that day.
Yeah, Southwest Wi-Fi is not good enough for OBS.
No, it's really not. Then we're going to be... And it's confirmed that Jones won. Yeah!
All right.
Jones in for victory.
The Tuesday after Christmas, I do not believe we will be streaming, but maybe we will do a bonus holiday stream with Power Grid with my family because they really like that game and we like that game, so it would be a good chance to stream. Who knows?
That would be awesome.
Who knows? We wouldn't have a boom, though, which makes, like, game streams really helpful. This thing that is over the table, I'm not flying that.
We bring a little one.
I mean, if we bring the snowboard bag, we could just...
Well, no, we
put it in
could
the
bring the
snowboard
one on
bags.
the dinosaur arm.
I feel like that one's more annoying to bring. Maybe not. I'm gonna sneeze. I really want to sneeze, y'all. But yeah, awesome. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching not live, you should come hang out with us live. It's a lot of fun. We really like our chat. Our chat is like the primary reason we still do this. Not that you watching in the future aren't, but you're valid too. I hope
It's
that
just
you're
time
getting,
travel.
Yeah.
We don't get to hang out with you, but you get to hang out with us.
Yeah. Also, I hope that you're sleeping enough and stay hydrated.
Good call. It's rough in it.
Yep. Take care of yourself. What? Steve wants to say something.
I was gonna say, like, thanks, really supportive stepdad.
I'm a stepmom.
Or a stepmom.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know you. I might know you. I don't know. I still want you to know that you matter, and that it's important that you take care of yourself. Even if you're busy, you're never too busy to take care of yourself.
It's true.
So, yep. All right. We are going to probably play something not on stream because I really need that right now. And Steve and I haven't really had dinner yet, so we're going to eat dinner. But thank you again, and we'll see you all on Thursday. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
See y'all.
Ah! Oh no, the mouse is gone.
Oh,
This
no.
is awkward. We're not really